Hello my lovelies and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. So today you guys, you might be able to tell my background is a little bit empty and I'm hating it. You can't even see my Mothman behind me. There are some Mothmans but not all of them. I feel weird. There's a whole entire bunch of like plush right here. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm just going to get straight into the video. You guys obviously would have already seen on the thumbnail slash title for this video. Today is going to be my entire Build-A-Bear collection video. Normally when I do collections, I just kind of list what I've already shown and then show everyone since then. But today I've pulled every single Build-A-Bear off my shelves. Oh my gosh, I've just remembered that there's actually one still in my bedroom. They are literally everywhere, all over my house. Okay, so I'm gonna put her aside. As I was saying before, normally I do show like an updated part. So like I'll do part 1, show my collection, part 2, show everything that I've gotten since the first part. But today I felt like being extra. I actually went into a Build-A-Bear today and I got 2 new full-size plush as well as a mini beans, and it made me so excited that I finally am sitting down today to do this video. I've already spoken way too much. It's already been like nearly 2 minutes into filming and I feel like I'm all over the place. I'm drinking this energy drink. I've never tried the Solo energy before. Let me tell you, it does not taste very good. Does not taste like Solo, does not taste like hard Solo. It's no bueno for me. But I need the caffeine. And so without further ado, let's just start going through the list. I've literally had to write every single one down so that we didn't forget any. And then at the end, I'll give you guys the total count of how many full-sized Build-A-Bear plush we have, as well as how many mini beans we have, and then a full total tally right at the end. And let me tell you, there's a lot more than what I personally thought there was going to be. So it hurt me the most to take down my Pokemon display, so I'm going to go ahead and go through all of my Pokemon first. Starting with the classic Pikachu. I love him so very much. I got him in person. He's got such a cute little Build-A-Bear paw on his little footsie. I do, when I get them in person, I get them medium stuffed, in case you are wondering, so that they're soft enough to cuddle, but also not too hard that they can't sit down on shelving. So with having said that, my Pikachu is medium stuffed and this is a male Pikachu. I don't think, like I'm not 100% certain, but I don't think that in Australia we have the female versions. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have very much else to say about my little guy. I'm really super happy to have him. His color really looks washed out on my webcam, but he is definitely vibrant as all get out in person. Next up is my beautiful Vulpix, my absolute baby. I did get this one secondhand. I drove a fairly decent distance to go and buy this little cutie. Actually, my husband bought this one for me, and that was for a birthday gift for last year. But she is just absolutely insanely adorable. I am obsessed with all of the fox-like Pokemon, so obviously Vulpix is going to be one of my favorites. I just adore it so very much. The orange color just speaks to me. Like when I picture a fox, I picture the red coloration, like the red fox coloration. Those are the kinds of foxes that we have in Australia. They just kind of like roam around. In fact, sometimes I see them on my way to work. And I live in the suburbs. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, so there's my Vulpix. We love her so much. She's also just like covered in fluff and stuff because she was up on top of my shelves over there. And I can't wait to get her back on there. So with having said that, next up is my beautiful Eevee. You guys, I'm so obsessed with Eevee. I always have been since I was a child. In fact, the only Pokemon from the first generation that I'm not so keen on anymore, that I was keen on when I was a kid, is Jigglypuff. But all of the other ones that I've been obsessed with since I was a kid, I'm still obsessed with, like Togepi, obviously Eevee, Pikachu, all of the evolutions, Vulpix, etc. But yeah, so here is my absolutely adorable Eevee. I believe that I think that the tails for the Eevees are pre-stuffed, and I think maybe the heads as well. Actually, I don't 100% remember, but this is my Eevee. I just absolutely adore her. I do have tags attached for almost all of my Build-A-Bears. I love the little floppy ears. The fur on this Eevee is just so soft. Also, with this kind of like mane situation, I do have this little... I mean, it's covered in hair right now from brushing plushies, but if I do just give this a little fluff out with this little doohickey here, it should actually make her look like 500,000 times better. I'm not going to sit here and finish this right now, but I do want to get this done before she does go back up on the shelves anyway. Like, this literally costs like $3.50 from Kmart, if you're wondering. It's just like a little pet slicker brush. Speaking of evolutions... a wild Flareon appeared. That was the lamest thing I've ever said. I'm so sorry, but we have Flareon, one of my favorite, if not my actual favorite evolution. Besides, like, I love Espeon and Umbreon, but besides them, the fire, like I said with the Vulpix, just that red fire color, the orange, it just speaks to me. So we have this absolutely gorgeous Flareon. Love her to absolute bits. Just covered in fluff and whatever else is flying around in my room. But I love her so much. Honestly, like, if I had have known that Build-A-Bear in Australia was a thing so many years ago, I would have started collecting them so many years ago, and I wouldn't have had to have paid so much money secondhand. However, this is another one that my husband bought me alongside the Vulpix. So there was Vulpix and Flareon together. That was my birthday gift from him for last year, for my 32nd birthday. But, you know, I'm extremely happy to have her. Love her so much. And Flareon actually completes all of the Pokemon Build-A-Bears that I do have at this current stage in my life. Now onto the bulk of my collection, which is my frog collection. And this is, I'm just going to show the regular size frogs first, and then I'll show the mini beans frogs at the end, or closer towards the end. And because my color block frog wanted to do a little runaway, tried to stage a little getaway, I figured that we may as well go ahead and start with him. So he was one of my very first frogs, and I did order him online. I was very lucky to actually get him. I've just been obsessed with this guy from the moment that I set my eyes upon him. Literally the cutest little guy ever. I'm just obsessed with all of the colors. I love color block almost anything. And my Build-A-Bears do not have names, like, besides like the licensed ones, my frogs and all of my miscellaneous ones, they don't have names. I really feel like I should give them names, but nothing really kind of like stands out to me, to be completely honest with you guys. Maybe I could try asking ChatGPT for suggestions, but at the same time, I don't know. I just feel too lazy for that, at least right now anyways. So as, I don't know what I was trying to say there. So the first frog we're going to be showing you guys today is the color block frog, and I'm not going to show these in any rhyme or any reason. I'm literally just like grabbing them off the pile and then like marking them off on my list as I'm going. I'm trying to stick to categories as best as I can. This one is my spring green frog. Obviously, I had to get the OG. This is another one that I ordered online. I believe this one was actually potentially the second Build-A-Bear frog that I ever bought. Did I already say that I got him online? Like, I had him delivered to my house. Same as the color block. Same as the one that I'll show you next. But you guys, like, honestly, the classic green frog, love him so much. I love this design of the Build-A-Bear frogs as well. Like, it's definitely top tier froggy design. This was I think this one was actually technically the first frog that I ever bought. So I believe it went the blue skies, the spring green, and then the color block. And then the rest, I kind of got like so many within such a short amount of time that it's kind of a blur. So I'm not going to fully go through the whole entire explanation. Actually, a lot of the earlier frogs that I did get for my collection, like how I got them and everything, is actually explained in the video that will link up in the cards here, which was the first Build-A-Bear collection video that I did film a little while ago. So this guy is the Blue Skies frog. He is just absolutely adorable, so soft, so sweet. Y'all, I've just realized that there's another Build-A-Bear that I haven't grabbed. This is ridiculous. There is literally so many. This one was one of my more recent acquirements. This one is the Rainbow Clouds, I think it was called, from Easter this year, 2025. She is so adorable. She's got like purple embroidered nostrils and her mouth there. And I just love the tie-dye all around her. It's like all of my favorite colors. I mean, essentially it's every color because she has like rainbow clouds, but like, listen, I'm just obsessed with her. One of the most beautiful little girlies. And then we've got the little pink paw on the hand there. This one was from Valentine's Day, and I believe it's called Leaps of Love, but essentially it's just like baby pink and hot pink checkered pattern all the way around. I love this one so much. It is so absolutely adorable. Pink Build-A-Bear paw, and then we've got like hot pink embroidery in the nostrils and the mouth. She's so cute, so soft, so just magnificent. You know, every single one of my frogs, I don't think I love any more than the other. But as I was saying, this one is the Leaps of Love. Of course, fits in theme with Valentine's Day. I think it was from 2025. This one I got from eBay. She is my classic spring pink froggy. She has a little pink Build-A-Bear paw, no tags, and also she's very understuffed. So she was one of the ones that I definitely did want to just go and have some extra stuffing added to. But it's funny that I was saying that I didn't love any of my other Build-A-Bears more than any other one, because honestly, I probably love this one the least just because she's so obviously been loved before, and I kind of feel bad that I've like sort of taken that away from somebody else. Obviously, they gave it up so that it could get sold on eBay, but it would be like really nice if I could get a brand new version of the spring pink one and then potentially pass this more loved and used one on to maybe like my niece, who also has some frog Build-A-Bears, because she's the whole reason why I'm like obsessed with frogs in the first place. That's not to say that I don't love her, because I do. I just wish that her texture felt like a lot more sort of brand new, like a lot softer, just like how every single other one of my Build-A-Bear frogs feels. Next up is Totally Teal, like Toad, Toad. I know, it's really funny. I thought it was a cute little pun. But yeah, so Totally Teal, just the classic Build-A-Bear frog, pink paw pad, teal embroidery on the face, just plain teal all the way around. Teal and purple are like my two absolute favorite colors. So when opportunity struck for me to get myself a Totally Teal, obviously I had to go ahead and grab it. Speaking of puns, this one's name is Totally Tie-Dye. Totally tie-dye, but Toad again. So cute. I think it's so fun, the little puns as their names and whatnot. Pink paw pad. Love her so much. I do believe that I got this one off eBay as well. I'm thinking, and yeah, I do believe I did get this one off eBay, and I believe that she came with some clothes on, and I gave those clothes to my niece for her frog Build-A-Bears. Next up, this one's name I think is Hoppy Swirls. I mean, the pattern doesn't really look like swirls to me, but I'm fairly certain that that is what this one is called. I love it so much. It's literally my favorite colors, the teal and the purple. Yes, there are shades of blue and like shades of green in there. Like she's got a really big green patch on the back there. But essentially overall, my favorite colors. This is one of my more favorite frogs, just because this color scheme is everything to me. I love her so much. She's another one that has like a sort of purple, it's more lavender with the embroidery for the nostrils and the mouth. The blue paw. But yeah, like I was saying before, one of my absolute favorites. This one is definitely my most recent acquired frog, and it's obviously the watermelon frog from the summer collection, which is really funny because it released in winter for us here in Australia, but it's totally fine. We've got the red Build-A-Bear paw, which obviously matches the red tummy. It's so soft and so sweet, you guys. This one's kind of a little bit more stuffed than what I would have liked, but I also did this one as, I think, an in-store pickup, if I'm not mistaken. It's literally so cute though. Like, look at this. Just utter perfection. Like, most watermelon designs are like mostly red and then just like a little bit of green. So for this one to have mostly green, it's just chef's kiss. Love it so very, very much. And then the last frog, of course, you guys. Of course, I've got purple hops. I paid a lot of money for this girly. Like, let me tell you, it was way too much. But at the end of the day, it was worth it because honestly, like the purple embroidery, the purple fur, all the way around, she's just absolutely stunning, perfect, pristine. Also, the seller that I got her from through eBay put this little protector on her tag, which keeps her value, you know, right up the top for me. Purple obviously being my favorite color. I don't need to explain to you guys. This is my favorite. Yes, she's just a plain purple frog, but she just holds a very, very special place in my heart. And then I know we started off with like Pokemon licensed at the very beginning of the video, but I'm going to move on to other licensed Build-A-Bears now. And we're just going to start off with this little guy right here. This is Tom Nook from Animal Crossing. I got this little guy from Depop for honestly a steal. I don't remember exactly how much, but let me tell you, it was very, very, very cheap. I do believe that he has a peppermint scent in him, so eventually I will actually unstuff him, take that scent out, wash his skin, and then take him back down to Build-A-Bear to get him restuffed without a scent. But also this outfit came on him, like included in the price, which I thought was absolutely amazing. I love my little Tom Nook so, so much. Like, look at his whittle tail. And he's very understuffed as well. Like, he's very soft. Oh, look at his little head, like, that's my interpretation of how Mr. Nookie Wookie speaks in the Animal Crossing games. Isn't he just so cute though, you guys? Like, he just looks like such a little sad guy. I love him, and I honestly could not believe the price that this seller was selling him for. And then besides Mr. Tom Nook, I do actually have some Sanrio Build-A-Bears. Obviously, you saw a little sneak peek at the very beginning of the video. This is my purple hooded Kuromi, my little sleeping buddy. I love her so much. She is so worn, and if I can get a backup of her, I'm definitely going to do so because she's kind of falling apart at the seams at this point. And I don't know if you can really tell on camera, but her sleeper is so pilled just from like being loved and being cuddled and getting thrown around by my niece when I bring her over to my sister's house when I sleep over the night once a week to babysit. But you guys, she was my very, very, very first ever Build-A-Bear. She was my first ever experience going to Build-A-Bear. She is the one that holds the most special place in my heart. And like I was saying before, if I can get a backup of her, I'm definitely going to be doing so. Just because this little girlie, I mean, you know, she has definitely seen better days. But she's such a perfect little cuddle buddy for in bed. I've actually even caught my husband cuddling up to her. It's actually the cutest thing. And then very recently, I was able to acquire the black hooded version of Kuromi. So she is obviously the same as the one that I just showed you, but with a black hood instead of the purple one. I wasn't actually able to get myself one of the sleepers, which is really sad indeed. So she's just going to kind of freeball it for now. I was so excited when I saw that Kuromi and My Melody were being restocked. I'm assuming because the TV show was released on Netflix recently. I also had points on my account to get $10 off her, so I paid 40 AUD rather than 50 AUD. So that was really, really exciting as well. But yeah, so my classic Kuromi with her OG black hood. Love her so, 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 so much. Look at the little arrow tail. Oh my god, she's so cute. I love her. And then I've also got the Halloween Kuromi from, I think, last year, 2024. You know, I wasn't going to get this one, but then I saw it in person and I just could not help myself. I just fell in love with her. I love the orange around her little foot stamp. The only thing that kind of puts me off is the fact that she's still got a pink paw. Like, they totally could have made it orange or purple just to kind of fit in more with the theme. But, you know, at the end of the day, that's not the biggest deal. I'm just obsessed. I love her so much. And then I also got her the little pumpkin kitty shirt because I thought that it would just suit her so, so well. I love her. So obsessed. I love the orange, the purple, the stripes on her ears. She is just perfect, pristine. Wouldn't change a thing about it besides this situation we've got here. And then I've also got my Melody, which I bought from my sibling. And if I hadn't have done so, then I wouldn't have been able to get my hands on her until like literally that restock. I actually seen some of her skins at the Build-A-Bear that I was at today when I got my new ones. But at my more local shopping center, they didn't actually have any of her there. So I really, really thought that I would have missed out again, but it doesn't even matter, you know, because I have her and she's absolutely adorable. She has that little pink Build-A-Bear paw, this beautiful little yellow bow up on top of her head. You know, I've been so tempted to get myself a My Sweet Piano as well. As much as pink is really not my thing, she's just so super cute and so super sweet. But then also her Sherpa kind of like feel is really not for me. But anyway, we have classic My Melody, her little yellow nose. She's so beautiful. I love her so much. And then my last Sanrio one is my Cinnamoroll, who I believe that I unboxed in my first Build-A-Bear collection video, as well as his sleeper actually. So we have Cinnamoroll on the foot there, little pink tag on the hand, these beautiful floppy ears, and also I, for the longest time, thought that Cinnamoroll was a bunny rabbit. Turns out he's a dog, and all of you Sanrio people are probably just, you know, thinking of me as such a fake fan right now, and honestly, I really am. But I was so lucky to get my hands on the Cinnamoroll sleeper as well. So Cinnamoroll's little booty swirl is in there. We love it so much. He's got his cute little feet. He's got his cute little hands. Oh my gosh, this one is so soft and so beautiful. But the fact that it's white just really scares me. I don't like to touch it too much, just in case I get it dirty and then I can't get the stains out. But this one is literally like, it matches this sleeper so well with the blue eyes and the blue mouth and the little pink blushy cheekies and everything. I've also been thinking that I'd really love the Pom Pom Purin, but at the same time, I mean, I don't have anywhere to put the Build-A-Bears that I have at the moment besides the ones that I normally have on the shelf behind me. So I really kind of need to just like slow down, like put the brakes on, dude. I just get FOMO, and the serotonin, the dopamine, the everything good chemicals that I feel when I get a new Build-A-Bear is worth it. Okay, now we're going to move on to Promise Pets. Starting off with the grey and white tabby with the heterochromia eyeballs. I saw this one at a thrift store. I fell in love with it. It doesn't have any whiskers on its nose, and its nose definitely needs a little bit of a clean. Not that I really realistically know how to clean that up, but also she's still got her little tag on, or her collar, I should say. It's a little bit worse for wear, but it's so stinking cute. Like, we've got this long, thick tail, little grey Build-A-Bear paw on her paw pad, and she is so soft, so beautiful. I paid like $6 for her, which is insane considering I believe the Promise Pets are like $30 to $35. You know, I'm really happy to have her in my collection. The next and last one that I have is this white kitty with these gorgeous blue eyes that you can hardly even see behind her fluffy face. There we go. So if you guys have been watching me for quite some time, also look at this tail. I love the way that it sits up. As I was saying, if you guys have watched my channel for quite some time, you'd actually know that my husband and I, we used to have a little baby, a little fluffy white cat with gorgeous blue eyes. He turned 5 years old and then passed a clot. He needed to be sent to kitty heaven just over like a year and a half ago. It was actually really, really hard. So I have been collecting white cats with blue eyes in plushy form. I have a Build-A-Bear, I have a Charlie Bear, I've got a Squishmallow. Every time I get a new one, I think to myself, this is it. This is the one that I'm going to cuddle, and it's going to remind me of him, and everything's going to be so fine. But unfortunately, every white fluffy plush that I've gotten so far with the blue eyes has just not been it. But I got this one off eBay for $20, and I didn't think that that was very expensive for a secondhand Build-A-Bear. So, I mean, I'm still really, really happy to have her in my collection anyway. And I feel like that's sort of the issue, is that I kind of feel like she's a girl cat, whereas our cat that we had, he was a boy. Also, this one is, it must be pretty old because it doesn't have any Build-A-Bear like little paw prints anywhere on her body. But she is really, really sweet. I love her so much. So the last ones that I'm going to be showing you guys now are just sort of like miscellaneous and Halloween themed. I'm just going to kind of bundle them all together. And we're going to start with my Fennec Fox. You guys, this little cutie is the greatest thing the Build-A-Bear has ever released. So obsessed with this one. My favorite kind of fox is a Fennec Fox, and I know that that's like so generic, but behind a classic red fox, not behind a classic red fox. I mean, I love Fennec Foxes, and then right behind Fennec Foxes, I love the classic red foxes. So obviously I had to go ahead and grab this little cutie. I did have this one delivered to my house. I did a little unboxing short. He's up on my channel somewhere. He's got this gorgeous tail. He's so soft and just, oh my goodness, you guys, he is so pure and perfect, and I love him, and he's normally in my background down there because I just love him that much. He needs to be on display. I love him so very much. Obviously does not have a name, just like majority of my other generic Build-A-Bears that are not licensed. And then I've also got this Lambie. I don't remember what this lamb is technically called. I think it's the Vanilla Swirls. She's got this little brown paw print there, and I did actually thrift this one. I think she was also $6, somewhere around there, and she was a little bit dirty and had some like stainings on her, so I did have to put her in the washing machine with some stain remover, which did kind of get rid of her natural like swirl pattern of her fur that she had. She looked really terrible when she came out of the washing machine, so I used this on her to kind of fluff her back up. But obviously that did take away all of the cute swirls of her fur. I think she's so stinking cute. I do like this lamb way more than the other newer lamb that was released with the Sherpa material, just because I just have a thing with textures. I can't touch that Sherpa material without just, I mean, I could go on and on and on for days about why I can't touch Sherpa material, but anyway, I just love this girly. I love her little ears, her little pink embroidered nose, and even these little button eyes with the embroidered eyelashes. I just think she's so stinking sweet. Actually, let's just say that that section was the miscellaneous section, I guess, just like random animals. And now we're going to go on to my Halloween Build-A-Bears, which is so exciting, especially considering Halloween is coming up. It's crazy. I feel like Halloween just happened and already we're in August. And speaking of Halloween, the very first one I am going to show you guys is my pumpkin kitty. I am so obsessed with this little cutie. I'm not like entirely in love with the way that this one feels. I really thought that the texture would be so much softer like most other Build-A-Bears. And what's really interesting is that the large giant size of the pumpkin kitty, that one actually does feel really soft. But this guy looks so cute in my background on display. I love it so much. The little feetsies, the little paw, and obviously I had to get the shirt, the cutest pumpkin in the patch for my little pumpkin kitty. It suits him so well. I love his little tail and his little limited edition Vault Collection tag. I just love him. He's so stinking adorable. I love him so very much. You guys already know I have the Mothman. He's normally in my background as well, but obviously had to pull him out for this video. I'm just so obsessed with him, you guys. Obviously we have his little Build-A-Bear paw print, his gorgeous wings, which I'm also realizing are plush. One of the workers in the Build-A-Bear today were asking me if I knew, and I thought that they were a little bit more fabricy, but they're just like the Sky Puppies, which I saw in store today. Oh my gosh, you guys, honestly, so cute. Like, look at the little claws. I can't get over him, and he's literally so soft. Like, he's like clouds. Honestly, he's just so absolutely adorable. I can't wait to get you back in your little cube behind me in my shelves. Wish me luck that I can get my shelves behind me looking like they were looking before as well. But yeah, so here is my little Mothman. Oh my gosh, I'm just so stinking adorable. And my Sky Puppy Moth, oh my goodness, I am so obsessed. I just got this one today in store, as well as the next one I'm going to show you guys. She has the little brown Build-A-Bear paw and is essentially the same design as the Mothman, but obviously like in a creamy white color. I actually thought it was going to be more white than what it is, but it's definitely a more off-white creamy color. The wings are actually huge as well. In comparison to the Mothman ones, these ones are very large. Obviously this one's more based off of a moth that actually exists. Not saying the Mothman doesn't exist, but oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, so even like this little mouth has this embroidery that's kind of like a brownie, sort of like metallic kind of color, same as her little antennas. Oh my goodness, you guys, she is so absolutely adorable. I was not sure if I wanted to actually get her, but seeing her in store today, I just I just felt like I had absolutely no choice. I needed to. Absolutely, like 100%. She is gorgeous. 10 out of 10. I love her. I love her. I love her. And maybe I got her a little bit too firmly stuffed. But, you know, that's okay. At the end of the day, I can always take her back to Build-A-Bear and ask them to open her up and take out a little bit of stuffing. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. And then the very last full-sized Build-A-Bear plush that I'm going to be showing you guys today is the other one that I got brand new today. Drum roll, please. It's the bat. Are you absolutely joking? Look at this absolute beauty of a little guy. He's got like a grey Build-A-Bear paw. He's actually got no arms because he's got wings, being that he is a bat. And the wings have like this wire in them so that you can like pose them. We can totally make him wrap himself up. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, you're just so stinking adorable. And like, look at his little fangs, his little eyes, and his little nose, and his big bat ears. You guys, I am seriously in love with this guy. He's so cute. He's so sweet. Oh, his legs are really, really densely stuffed. Guys, honestly, like, he's gonna look fantastic in the background. I'm gonna have to fit him in there somehow. But yes, so you guys, that is indeed every single one of my regular sized Build-A-Bear plush, I'm pretty certain. So there's actually a total of 29, which is kind of mind-blowing to me. But then we've also got mini beans. So I actually really enjoy the mini beans. If I had space to put more of them, I'd actually own more of them. But for now, these are the ones that I do have. So we have the little spring green frog. Obviously, we had to get the large spring green frog. A little baby. He's so cute. I love that they're kind of like palm pals in the sense that they've got little beans in their bums and they sit so perfectly in your hands or on a shelf. He's obviously normally up there in that shelf up there with my green frog, or my larger sized green frog. He's so stinking adorable, and even the embroidery on his face is the same darker green as the regular sized frog. And then we also have the pink, the spring pink one. Same situation, same embroidery color as her face. Little pink Build-A-Bear paw on the little hand. They're so absolutely adorable, you guys. She obviously sits over there in that little pink section where I've got that little beanie bear over there. And then, of course, we have the color block because obviously I am obsessed with the regular sized one. So when I saw that they were bringing it out in the smaller size, I thought, yeah, girl needs it. Also, look at this little paw print. It's got like a sparkly sort of texture to it, like it's golden. It won't even focus on camera because it's so sparkly. Then even his little nostrils and mouth are embroidered in that gorgeous purpley lavender kind of color. I'm obsessed. Cutest little things in the entire universe. And then I've got a couple of the cows that were released for that summer release, like the fruits collection. We have the blueberry cow. So obsessed with these little guys. Look at the little blueberries on the little feetsies and the little blue Build-A-Bear paw. I love it so very much. The cutest little thing. Also got this big string on his tail. I should probably cut that off so that it doesn't get any worse. And then his little best friend is the strawberry cow. Got the little pink feetsies, or I should say the strawberry feetsies. Love her so much. The pink hand paw print. Actually, I'm just realizing that she's got blue eyes, which is so cute. And she's got little eyelashes. The little blue guy doesn't have any eyelashes. I see these little two as like little twinsies. I love them. Like, I couldn't get one without getting the other. So obviously, you know, two peas in a pod. They are so absolutely stinking adorable. And oh my goodness, you guys, I've got 48 minutes of footage filmed, but I've been sitting here for a lot longer than that. Trust me. We've also come to the end of the video. The very last mini beans I'm going to show you guys is the little skeleton capybara. Are you absolutely choking my chain? Like, I really had to control myself today and not get the normal sized skeleton capybara as well. He's got this little grey Build-A-Bear paw. Honestly, like, obviously I love skeletal type animals. They are my skell animals up there. Oh, I've got an itchy nose. And I've got like my skeleton bats from Berserk. Like, you couldn't tell me no to getting this absolute little freaking cutie. He's gonna look so good on my shelf behind me. Thus, today's video has concluded. I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I put a lot of effort into getting this video situated, pulling out every single last one of my Build-A-Bears to show you guys an updated collection video. I mean, maybe you weren't asking for it, but it's been on my list to do for quite some time now. And it was like I was saying at the very beginning of the video, that because I got some new ones today, that is what gave me the inspiration to finally get this video done. If you guys have not already subscribed to my channel, I do hope that you will consider doing so, as well as going ahead and clicking on the little bell icon next to the subscribe button to be notified every single time that I do upload a brand new video. If you did enjoy today's video in particular and you would like to show myself and or the channel some support, you can do so by either becoming a channel member, which will unlock access to some pretty cool perks, by clicking on the like button, and or by letting me know in the comments down below what you'd like to see on my channel next. Thank you all so very much for watching today, and as always you guys, until next time, bye bye.